A pleasant morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the elementary learners of Dansuli Elementary School with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The virtual program shall now commence. In lieu of the processional, we begin with a montage of images of our candidates for graduation for school year 2020-2021, together with the faculty, staff, and DepEd officials. Ladies and gentlemen, our candidates for graduation. Let us invoke the presence of the Lord through an opening prayer. This will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, the regional hymn, Miss or March, and our Balingasag hymn.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my God. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. He will make a way. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my God. Closely to His side, with love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. He will make a way. By a roadway in the wilderness, He'll lead me, and rivers in the desert will I see. His word would still remain. He will do something new today. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my God. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. He will make a way. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my God. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. He will make a way. He will make a way. He will make a
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, telas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng mahiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong bangaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magtitingin. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Diyos sa iyong Mindanao mabuhay, kimahal ang iyong natawan. Mauswagon, masiglakon, malipayon, pagpalo sa katahon. Magkapiling, taling kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan at kamalipayon. Isa ka lumego, maan magpaibaba. sa gusto pamangkaliwat kami na minahalan. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magkapiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, ang mga tawag. Isa-usap o magkaliwat, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpapiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpapiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
Kabukiran kapatagan, ug ang imong kadagatan, mao'y bahanding nga giambingan sa among mga kaliwatan. Tuloy-anan kong namatan, hari sa amihanan. Balingasag o balingasag, ito'y kaning lalawigan. Handi anong kayutaan na imong gipatikan sa makugihong mga kamot. Giniginaubag, managayaong mga abot sa mabungahong kaumahan. Hamugaway nga kahintang sa imong mga katawhan. Balingasag lungsod kong pinangga, rasa ka ni Batala. Asa man nakuda dun sa kapalaran, malikihapon ko sa imong piliran. Mga katawhan gipahimutang sa halo at imong kayutaan. Mga isda nga naglangoy sa bandianon mong kadagatan. Hinaiyan dili pasipagtan, inunua ang tingan. Alang sa kabulahanan, sa umabot ang kaliwatan. Balingasag lungsod kong pinang bathala, iyang punamo ang paguswa mo. Malingasag, malingasag, kabukiran ka patagan, kung inyong karagatan, mau'y bahanding agi-ampingan, sa among mga kaliwatan, tuloy-anan kung namatan, hari sa bihanan. Malingasag, malingasag, itun ka ning lalawigan. Malingasag, malingasag, itun ka ning lalawigan.
The school head, Mr. Janelle A. Gomez, will now formally open the 24th graduation ceremony of Dansuli Elementary School.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CISO 5, and ESD is Dr. Nimpa Arlago, the Deputy President, Mr. Dindo Vidal, and his officers, the guest speaker, the faculty and staff, and to the candidates for graduation and their parents. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The graduation ceremony of Dansuli Elementary School learners is hereby declared in session.
Thank you very much, Mr. Janelle A. Gomez. The welcome address will now be given by Miss Althea Nicole D. Hamil.
Class with honors.
To our deputy officials, LGU personnel, teachers, parents, friends, fellow graduates, good morning. As the theme of today's graduation ceremony stated that strengthening the quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic o kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. It highlights that quality education must be a priority of everybody to secure our nation's future even at the peak of challenges brought to us by COVID-19 pandemic. We should not be shaken nor weakened just because we are deprived by a face-to-face learning. Rather, we must learn on how to learn by ourselves. We must develop that self-paced learning where we find ways to learn by our own with the aid of modules and other learning materials. We can browse the internet to answer problems which are difficult to solve. It also emphasizes that quality education must be achieved despite the obstacles or hindrances. We should always put in mind that education is our hope for a brighter tomorrow. So, we should develop that willingness to learn and be open for new hardcore challenges, for it strengthens our faith and widens our knowledge and wisdom. Fellow graduates, we are expected to be equipped good learners who possess quality learnings and good attitude, for we are molded to be competent in every aspect. May it be intellectual, physical, moral, spiritual, or emotional attributes. We should live within ourselves the core values instilled to us, being makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa. We are taught on how to value education as our best weapon in achieving our dreams in life. Though we are experiencing the salty effect of COVID-19 pandemic, still we are given boundless opportunities for us to succeed and be a model that inspires younger children to do well in school. Parents, relatives, and friends, thank you so much for your undying support, for the unconditional love, and for providing our needs every day. Without you, we will not be present in this occasion today. To everybody who are watching us today, Thank you for witnessing this memorable event as we finish the first ladders of our education. We will promise that we will strive hard and always remember the good things that we learned from here, especially the attitude, which are already instilled in our mind and heart. At this moment, I welcome you all to this worth remembering day of our lives, our graduation. Thank you, and once again, good morning to all of us.
Thank you very much, Miss Althea Nicole D. Hamil. At this point, we shall now hear the message of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CISO 5, and DepEd Secretary Leonor M. Briones.
If you don't go after what you want, you will never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you are always in the same place. Your graduation today is a milestone that marks how far you have traveled and what significant change have you made in your life. It is an important milestone as it signifies the acquisition of necessary competence, character, and credentials which allow you to confidently move to the next phase of your educational journey. I take pride in your achievement, which has become even more meaningful as the final stretch of your journey has been arduous. Each of you now exemplifies endurance and flexibility, which have long been considered as unique Filipino character. Both folkloric and historical, the Filipino is likened to a bamboo that bends with the wind and can survive a storm. More than resilience, we have strengthened our bayanihan spirit. I commend the school officials, teachers, and personnel for making everything possible, from writing and printing modules to ensuring that new modalities work for our learners. I also express my appreciation to the parents for playing unprecedented roles, especially when we transition to modular learning in the learners' learning spaces at home. Their participation to educating our children has been remarkable. I also express my gratitude to our government officials and stakeholders for providing us resources that we needed and for giving us hope and encouragement to continue doing our job. To our young graduates, you will be written in the history, for you emerged from unique circumstances. Step forward with pride and confidence. Pride for completing and hurdling a specific level of education, and confidence for the assurance that you have become 21st century learners who are competent, resilient, and independent. Warmest congratulations on your achievement.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, You who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
The school head, Mr. Janelle A. Gomez, will now present the grade 6 candidates for graduation.
Dr. Jonathan S. De La Pina, CISO 5, Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Misamis Oriental. I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Dansuli Elementary School for school year 2020-2021, of whom 3 are male and 7 are female, with a total of 10 graduates of grade 6 learners who have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum of the Department of Education. May I therefore request you, sir, to confirm their graduation.
By the authority vested in me as Schools Division Superintendent of the Department of Education, Division of Misamis Oriental, and upon certification of your school principal that you have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum, I now confirm you graduates of this school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
The distribution of diploma shall now follow. Ladies and gentlemen, the grade 6 graduates of Dansuli Elementary School, class of 2021.
Abiro Idmark E. Anlagan Edgar Jr. E. Romera Prince Janil B. Babano Kimberlyn T. Dohinio Manilin C. Fabregas Aryan Angela S. Hamil Althea Nicole D. Yemet Angeline D. Ribo Jamaica Kate A. And Ukab Princess Jane R. Congratulations, graduates of Batch 2021! Here are the Academic Excellence Awardees of Grade 6 patients of school year 2020-2021. Hamil Althea Nicole D. and Ukab Princess Jane R. Congratulations, awardees!
Let us give our academic and special awardees and their parents a big round of applause. Congratulations!
In behalf of the grade 6 graduates, Miss Princess Jane R. Ukab, class with honors, will now have her message in behalf of the graduates.
Our DepEd officials, LGU personnel, teachers, parents, friends, fellow graduates, good morning. Education is the important milestone for success. As we are celebrating our graduation today, it is a reminder that it is an ending of a new beginning in our quest of knowledge and wisdom essential in achieving our dreams. It is a memorable event where we showcase our gratitude to our parents and how we value our studies. It is our way of giving back to our parents who have loved us unconditionally and supported our studies for us to harvest learning. Quality education is one of our best weapons in our journey towards a brighter future. There is nothing more important but to have good education no matter how challenging or difficult the situation we are into. It is our weapon in fulfilling our dreams and in making our future brighter for ourselves, our family, and our community. We are the home our country needs in nation building. This year's theme, strengthening the quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic, or kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, emphasizes that we need to continue learning and educate ourselves even with the presence of COVID-19 pandemic. Fellow graduates, we need to seek more knowledge and develop self-learning habit or intrinsic motivation in learning so we could reach the optimum learning even at home. We need to read more books to develop our comprehension since it is the foundation of learning. We need to follow our parents and our teachers, for all they wanted was to equip us with the knowledge and wisdom beneficial for our future. The rights that we are celebrating today is just a beginning of a more complex journey of our studies. We need to strive more so that we can cope with the demand in getting quality education. But for now, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the love and sacrifices of our dear parents, teachers, and our guardians. Thank you so much for giving your best in pushing us to continue amid the challenges brought to us by COVID-19 pandemic. With the efforts of the government to provide us the quality education, the love and support of our parents, and the dedication and aspiration of the teacher as for us to learn better, I would say, thank you so much for what we achieved today. I know that there will be many obstacles and difficulties in our future endeavor, but I am confident that I can pass this through the learnings I had gained today and by the helping hands of the people surrounding me. Once again, thank you and congratulations to all of us.
Thank you, Princess Jane R. Okab.
This time, I will introduce to you our guest speaker. He is a PhD in Educational Management alumnus, a Shally Advocacy Anti-Human Trafficking Advocate member, People and the Sea, Philippine representative for 2021. Ishali means Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative to augment leadership development and networking in the 10 Asian countries, plus Timor-Leste, deepen engagement with young leaders across critical sectors and strengthen people-to-people ties between the United States and young leaders across the region. So, since our guest speaker is the power of STEAM education and workforce innovation,
He is an aim-to-top lecturer and college instructor.
he is now our education program specialist too at the Human Resource Development of the Department of Education of Misamis Oriental. Let us all welcome Mr. Eman Anches Lacheca.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan de la Peña, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Nimpa Arlago, to our SGOD chief, Dr. Maria Teresa M. Absin, and to our CID chief, Dr. Erlinda G. Dael, and of course to the school head of Dansuli Elementary School, Mr. Jonel Gomez, to the teaching and non-teaching personnel of Dansuli Elementary School, parents, graduates, visitors of Dansuli Elementary School who is currently listening to this virtual graduation. Good day to all of you. I am very pleased to be able to give a message to our graduates. And it is always inspiring to see our graduates being able to hurdle the difficulties of their pupil's life or their student's life. I know this year is very difficult, not only for our pupils, but also to our teachers as well. Not only these two important people in the education sector, we also have our parents who are tirelessly providing their love, giving their support, and of course, being humble enough in coming to school in order to get the modules and return as well the modules of their children. I salute you for that, for your love, for your dedication, our dear parents. Not only the parents, I will be giving credit, of course, our dear teachers who are very religious enough in complying all the things that the department is requiring from them or asking from them. We have a lot of changes. Daghan kaayo na hitabo for the school year 2020-2021. It was announced mid of 2020 that the start of the school year will be in August. However, there were a lot of things captured by the head of the Department of Education. And of course, with that, teachers are always on the go and they will always follow the mandate. From August, now here comes October of 2020. It's very difficult because they have already prepared all the necessary materials, nakapatawag ng mga ginikanan para i-meeting ang mga ginikanan, ipahibalo ang mga ginikanan nga maukini ang mahitabo sa school year 2020-2021. Pero wala tayo nakita nga dakong problema sa pag-implement aning bag-o nga gitawag nato nga education, or shall I say new normal of education. Dili kaayo ta informed unsa ni ang modular learning, distance learning, types of modalities, pero kanunay nahatagan og kahayag kung unsa ang bot pasabot ani kay naatay mga teachers naapod ang abtik nga school head sa Dansuli Elementary School nga nagpasabot sa mga ginikanan nga dapat ipadayon gihapon ang pag-eskwela sa mga anak. Kay, as what our national hero said, the children are our future. And if these children will stop conquering their life's goal, reaching their dream, walay mahitabo. And I thank all of you for your dedication, for your surmountable love, for your undying support, not only to the school, but of course to the needs and wants of your children. This year's theme is very impactful. Strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Grabe ang impact nga gihatag aning COVID nga virus. Before, hadlok kaayo ta. Karon na ang gihapon ang kahadlok. Pero because we were informed by a lot of platforms, TV, radio, through the word of mouth, and of course, through the readings that we've read, like magazines, newspapers, na-inform ta nga kini nga virus dapat dili kahadlukan. Dapat magpabilin gihapon kita nga isog o magpabilin gihapon kita nga positibo nga kini nga virus mawala ra pohon. And duha na katuig ang gilabay, and we are still here thanking our very good God that we are all safe from the virus. We are all healthy. And of course, we are all happy being with one another. And that's one of the blessings na perminti nato dapat ipasalamat because we are all healthy. We are all strong. And of course, we are all here gathering. Even if it is virtual, we are all one as a family. Sa atong mga graduates, nahuman ninyo ang unong katuig na pag-eskwelaha. Pero dili pa ni mao ang inyong matagamtaman. We, as your parents, will always support you in whatever visions you have, whatever dreams you have, as long as maningkamot pod mo. Kay kini, mga ginikanan ninyo, kami nga mga ginikanan ninyo, magpabilin gihapon kami nga muhatag og suporta para kamo kanunay nga mo prosper ug maabot ninyo ang inyong mga pangandoy. Naapay unom katuig nga inyuhang abton, 4 katuig sa junior high school and 2 years in the senior high school. Taas gid siya nga tuig. Pero when you able to finish these 6 stages of the high school level, you will feel contentment. However, it's not the contentment that you will be very, very proud of. Mas maayo pod nga abton pod ninyo ang inyong mga pangandoy nga mahimong pulis, nga mahimong teacher, mahimong nurse, mahimong abogado. By pursuing your college, by pursuing your college dream, your college ambition. Kay, for sure kini, makatabang gimugdako, dili lang sa inyong pamilya, but of course, sa inyong community. Mahimo daw yung mong role model sa mga kabatanunan, sa mga gagmay nga kabatanunan, o sa mga umaabot pa nga mga kabatanunan. Lisod ang dalan, padulong. However, if you always have that determined spirit and persevering self, you will always prosper. You will become successful. You will become victorious. Dumduma lang nga dili mo alone ani nga journey. I already shared one graduation message to a private school, and I want also to share it with you. Bata pa kaayo mo, so dapat i-enjoy gid ninyo ang inyong pagkabata. Pagdula mo, pero ayaw gid niyo limti ang pagtuon. Pagpakalipay mo, pero ayaw ninyo limti nga dapat na ay limitasyon ang mga kalipay nga inyuhang buhaton. Like, naamoy times yung barkada, ilimit na limitado ang tanan. And of course, kung naakay mga problema, naamoy mga question sa iyong kaugalingon, gadoubt mo sa iyong kaugalingon, ang Ginoo buutan, maminaw ang Ginoo, kanunay nga naa siya sa atong kilid, as per His divine providence, as per His mighty power, because our God is a good God, and whatever wish you want to ask for Him, whatever hopes you have for yourself, ask it for Him. Dili na siya laog, but you have to do good. And I know that you will always do good, not only for yourself, but also to your family, nga dako kaayo ang pangandoy sa imuha o sa inyuha. Graduates of Dansuli Elementary School, Batch 2021, padayon kamo sa pagbuhat sa inyuhang maayong ugma. Kami nga mga magtutudlo, kami nga mga ginikanan, magpadayon sab, nga musuporta, paghigugma, og padayon nga maningkamot, para kamo na ay makabot. Congratulations, Batch 2021 of Dansuli Elementary School. Kanunay, padayon kamo, og ayaw kamo pagluib sa inyong kaugalingon. Have the trust within yourself. And always love yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eman Anches Lacheca. We shall now virtually award the plaque of appreciation to our guest speaker with a citation.
Department of Education, Region 10, Division of Misamis Oriental, Balingasag Central District, Dansuli Elementary School, presents this plaque of recognition to Eman A. Lacheca, Education Program Specialist 2, for the exemplary support, invaluable service, and dedication as keynote speaker during the virtual graduation rites held on July 12, 2021 at Dansuli Elementary School. Given this 12th day of July 2021 at Dansuli Elementary School, Dansuli, Balingasag, Misamis Oriental. Signed, Junel A. Gomez, Head Teacher 1, and Beatrice E. Akdal, Public Schools District Supervisor.
Kimberlyn T. Babano will now lead the class for their Pledge of Loyalty.
Pledge of Loyalty. We, the graduates of school year 2020 to 2021 of Dansuli Elementary School, Dansuli, Balingasag, Misamis Oriental, do hereby solemnly swear to value and preserve the knowledge imparted to us by our beloved teachers and forever live up the expectations of our dear alma mater. So help us God.
The graduates will now render their graduation song.
Ang mga alaalang lumipas, tila ba kailan lang nang tayo'y mangarap. Sa paglipas ng oras, inuwi tayo ng panahon, matatag nating nakayanan mga pagsubok na hamon. Paalam na aking kaibigan, guro at kamag-aral, dala ko ang alaala na sa ating nagdaan. Muli nating mga pangarap, dalangin ko sa may kapal, naway sa panibagong bukas, tayo ay magtagumpay. Ito na ang takdang oras na tayo ay magwawalay upang lakbayin ang landas patungo sa ating bukas. Masakit man sa damdamin, iwanan ang nakaraan. Ngunit dahil sa munting pangarap, kailangan nating maglakbay. Paalam na aking kaibigan, guro at kamag-aral, dala ko ang alaala na sa ating nagdaan. Muti nating mga pangarap, dalangin ko sa may kapal, naway sa panibagong bukas, tayo
Mr. Dindo R. Vidal, PTA President, will now formally close this ceremony.
Isip ginikanan ako nagpasalamat sa higayon nga makasulti bahin sa naagian nato sa new normal education. Dili sa yon nga kita ang naggiya sa atong mga anak sa panahon nga mag-answer sila sa ilang module. Makita nato usa ka importante ang ilang pagtuon kining tema karon sa ilang paghuman sa elementarya. Kalidad nga edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, giaghat kitang tanan gikan sa mga maestra, mga ginikanan ug mga estudyante. Nga maningkamot kita maski sa kalisod karon. Tungod aning COVID, dili kita magpaapekto busa magpadayon na atong mga bata sa pagtuon kung gustuhon nato maski usa kalisod mapangitaan nato kini og paagi. Dili ta angay maghunong para sa pagtuon sa atong mga anak. Mabuhay ang DepEd, mabuhay kitang tanan.
That concludes the virtual graduation ceremony of Dansuli Elementary School. Thank you for joining us in celebrating this momentous occasion. Congratulations, parents, teachers, and staff. Congratulations, graduates, Class of 2021. Mabuhay ang DepEd!